Who's an excellent checking third-line center. Starting lineup brought to you by American Express, and we're underway in Chicago and Donato.
Bucci, how difficult it is to play with 7 defensemen. I mean, you know that you're not going to get the ice time you want.
Turnover in front, saved by Knight, and just squirts wide. Gustafsson, nice aware play, but a puck comes in front. Shot, another save by Gustafsson. He robbed Dickinson. Shot through traffic, knocked down is Gustafsson. Looked like Pitlick pushed Donato into Gustafsson, but he's back on his feet. Left it off, fires off the post! Inches from his first NHL goal. Above expected number. What's a Panda save? ESPN Bet is the sports book for sports fans and an official partner, O'Reilly, Ben, Reeves, and Bogosian. Of course, now mandatory when you enter the league. Dickinson scores! In 23 games, the Hawks score first.
I mean, you could just feel it coming, and this is an unlucky bounce for Bouillon. It comes off the wall in a funny way, bounces over his stick, and the Wild never regain control. And it's Sam Dickinson who helps bring the puck in off that bounce, and he's the guy that's wide open in the slot. Bouillon just can't get there in time, and he sneaks this one 5-hole.
Spurgeon's 16th year in Minnesota, all with the Wild. Fight! Doc and Middleton. It's the end of Middleton's shift. But down goes Doc and Middleton, more of a wrestling match. So Colton Doc, brother of former Hawk.
And I think Middleton was surprised. His jersey actually got caught up high over his head initially, so you can see him trying to pull it back down. But I think Doc a little outmatched, and Middleton knew it too as well.
He said, I feel like I've done this a lot of times before, but he's a lot bigger now, and I can't get him quite up in there.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a good night for the team tonight. Big save by Knight in front on Urov. The Hawks have looked great tonight.
I'm really proud of the guys. We reset these past few days with 2 great days of practice, and you can see it kind of going into our game right now.
How do you regroup after a game against the Avs where you really should have won?
Yeah.
You know, and you played so well against the top team in the league.
I think that, especially after the Buffalo game and then going into that game, knowing it's not a measuring stick game, but just that we had to be at our best, and we found our best, and it wasn't good enough. So what a play. What a play.
The captain shows up, and Bedard puts him on the board, and we are tied at 1.
Take us through this. You want to do it?
Yeah, I mean, I just loved our breakout, to be honest with you. We had great support, and then, you know, you drive the net, you go to the net, and great play over to kind of spread them out and widen them out, and awesome job by Betsy to continue to go to the net. And, you know, Bert's so good about finding that extra man, and what a beautiful play for sure.
Boy, Sam Rinzel has so much offensive game. What a silky pass that was to Bedard.
Yeah,
he's been outstanding for you guys. Almost 13 goals above expected this year.
Outstanding.
Here comes Connor. Fires. Save. Rebound. Score! That combo does it again.
Here we go here.
Oh, the extra pause. Oh, that's offside.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is an easy one. That goal will not count.
After the coach's challenge, it was determined at 3:57 the play was offside, so there is no goal.
Yeah, that extra move by
Please reset the
Connor
game.
going. I opted for the nap. Faber to the net, blocked, and score! Brock Faber's shot was blocked by Bertuzzi. It fluttered in the air and somehow got by Knight. What a huge goal for the Wild with 13.6 to go. Faber first to the bench.
You know, it was hard times for Minnesota throughout this game. A good job on the forecheck by Boldy, and then he goes to the net, and the flash screen doesn't touch it, but the fact that he comes through Spencer Knight's eyes, and that goes off Bertuzzi's leg.
Wow.
And that's why it flickers up through the top. But what a goal at what an opportune time for Minnesota. I mean,
Bedard is 20 years old. He'll be 20 the entire season, so he's going to be #1 if he plays the rest of the games this year.
Well, the way he's played tonight, it's incredible to watch his speed and the confidence.
Pitlick down the boards. Here's Trenyan. Nico Sturm in front of the net. Tip, score! Nico Sturm, just his second game back in a Wild uniform in tenure number 2. And he scores to tie the game at 2.
With the injuries, and then now an injury to Marcus Foligno, that this fourth line had to step up and do something, or a makeshift fourth line, and they do that. Nice job on the forecheck by Trenyan. Sturm supports him, and then he goes right to the net. A good little D-to-D pass from Middleton across the other way. Look at this bouncing puck in front, and no chance for Spencer Knight, but they needed something from their depth players.
And the stint with the Panthers, when again went on to win a cup. Here's Bedard now. Sends it across. What a pass! Leshunov, score! First NHL goal! Grab that puck! Frame me and hang me on the wall. The Hawks lead again, 3-2.
Connor Bedard, look at him shielding off the defender, keeps his feet moving. Leshunov just reads it, goes down the far side, gets lost in coverage, head up the whole way by Bedard. Faber is right there. Trenyan just can't stick with Leshunov as he comes off the point, jumps over the stick. The boys get him the puck, and look at the smile. It says it all. That's a huge goal. You know, it's been a point of emphasis here tonight to change that. They have done that.
Saved by Knight. Excellent chance there by Europe to tie the game right back. But this year, he's right at even par, at a 0. You mentioned going into the telecast about Connor Bedard improving his defensive play. Here's Faber now. He's got room. Deflected in front by Boldy. Just went wide. Boldy scores! Matt Boldy in front of the net. And the Wild have tied the game at 3. It's the 14th goal of the year.
Every offensive zone faceoff, John Hines is trying to put out this line. A great win by Boldy on the faceoff, and then he goes to net. And look, you can see the collision between the two Hawks in the middle of the ice. The movement of Boldy off the faceoff to find himself open on the far side, and then again.
Murphy blasters Eriksson Ek, who's trying to draw a penalty over the hook. Now we got to fight Trennan and Murphy. Gotta wonder if this might be an instigator on Trennan. Oh, Murphy comes back with a left. And now Trennan with some multiple lefts. Second fight of the night.
Doc and Middleton were the earlier fight, and this one is a direct response from Trennan. Look at the battle. This third period has had a little bit of everything. There was no hesitation there by Trennan, and Murphy does a nice job after taking a few early to come back with the left hand.
Let's bring in Dave Jackson, our NHL rules expert. Dave, that looked like Trennan kind of went after Murphy. How is an official? One more chance for Chicago. One more save by Gustafsson in regulation. And we're going to overtime in Chicago. What a exciting 60 minutes of hockey.
But you know, Johnny just needs one.
It only takes one. We'll see if Boldy jumps over the boards if the Wild win the faceoff. They win the faceoff, but Eriksson Ek will stay out there. So it's Faber, Eriksson Ek. Blow down their heads! Penalty coming up on somebody. It's going to be on the Hawks. Here comes Ek. The Wild trying to win it. Kaprizov off the post. And there's the possession and the penalty coming up. The red-hot Boldy's at the point. 4 forwards on this 4-on-3 power play. Kaprizov score! It's an overtime winner for Kirill the Thrill. Did very little all night. Gets a fresh blade on the bench and then put the blade of a stick on the puck and wins the game in overtime.
And settle it down. We said he just needs one shot. I think he had a couple in this overtime as they moved the puck around nicely, trying to get the 3 Blackhawks players to move. Kaprizov moves all around the offensive zone, goes from one side to the other. But his ability to pick up the pass initially off the boards and keep this play alive leads to this. And what a shot, right over the shoulder, near the head area of Spencer Knight, who's been excellent in this game. And just no chance with the screen in front.